Have you ever encountered a situation in where someone did you a favor and you couldn't help but question their intentions? Ladies, I know you know what I'm talking about. Let's look at the oldest trick in the book. Can I buy you a drink? When this scenario occurs, a red flag immediately goes up in the girl's head. She has to make a spot judgment on whether she wants to dedicate the next 10 minutes to giving this guy the impression that she's at least remotely interested in ending her night with him. The girl realizes this. The guy realizes this. The situation is perfectly transparent. Instead of a simple, "Hello, my name is," the male attempts to expedite the process at the expense of effectiveness. But why? To examine the power of reciprocity, let us look at an experiment done by Cornell University professor Dennis Regan. In his study, two subjects were put into a room for a reason not relevant to what was being observed. In this example, one of the subjects, the Confederate, left the room during a 2-minute break and returned with a pair of colas, one for himself and one for the other subject. I asked the experimenter if I could get myself a Coke. He said it was okay, so I got you one too. During the control portion of the experiment, again the Confederate leaves the room, but this time returns without a cola. Later on, after the supposed experiment was over, the Confederate asked his fellow subject for a favor. He was selling raffle tickets, and if he sold the most, he would win a prize. Any would help, the more the better. The result? The subjects who had received the cola ended up buying twice as many raffle tickets as those who hadn't received anything. The sole act of the initial favor increased the subject's purchasing behavior by 100%. Can I buy you a drink? The study was later duplicated, but this time, the subjects had to fill out a survey after the experiment's conclusion to indicate how much they liked the Confederate. For those who owed the Confederate a favor, it made no difference whether they liked him or not. They felt a sense of obligation to repay him, and they did. Can I buy you a drink? Equipped with this knowledge, how could you, the business owner, leverage people's instinctual response to return your favor? Look no further than social media. Spend any considerable amount of time on Twitter, and one human behavior quickly rises to the surface. We complain. A lot. And because of this, we have a much better understanding about what people are displeased with than what they're grateful for. So you, the savvy business person, are smart enough to search these complaints and find ways to solve their problems. Whether it's directly tangible to your business model or not is irrelevant. The mere act of issuing this favor is enough to trigger this sense of reciprocity. Hopefully, awareness of this rule is enough to inject some morality into your business model without having to fear the financial consequences. So, the next time Rico Suave approaches and asks, "Can I buy you a drink?" know that you're receiving more of a subconscious sense of repayment than you are an alcoholic beverage. Unless, of course, that person is me. That's just the goodness of my heart.